Now, the recent incident where a man walked past personal bodyguards of former Prime Minister and Kwale Governor brings to question the manner in which VIPs are protected in Kenya. Police estimate indicate that at least 2,000 officers are guarding VIPs, with most of them assigned to MPs, senators and governors. And as Wilson Mburu reports, the laxity of these officers could just be a disaster in the making.
It was one of those incidents whose only sensible reaction, aside from the inevitable laughter from the court leader's facial reaction, would be, he did not just do that, did he? Well, he did. The man, said to be mentally unstable, crept up behind the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and whacked him and the Kwale Governor Wilson Mburu with his walking stick as they engaged in a dance during an event organized by Kwale, Kenya. But this is just one incident in several that have been witnessed in the recent past involving a breach of security for so-called VIPs. First, it was the VIP of the VIPs. President Uhuru Kenyatta had shoes hurled at him in Migori, after which he ordered that those who had been arrested over the incident be released since he had no beef with them. The best part about that incident is that nobody got hurt. Barely weeks later, another security breach. This time, the repercussions were fatal. A man who allegedly charged a Ndia Member of Parliament, Stephen Gary, was shot dead by the legislator's bodyguard. The explanation given was that he was wielding a machete and refused to heed to warnings to stop.
I wish to extend my condolences to the family of the assailant, Mr. Mushoki, and may God rest him in eternal peace. I also wish Mr. Washira, the headmaster, and my bodyguard, Mr. Musumbu, quick recovery. I wish to assure my constituents and all my friends that I am not hurt but shaken.
In all these instances, one thing is standard: the attackers were allowed to be too close to the said protected individuals. Security analyst Mwenda Bijiwe says the security personnel are squarely to blame for these lapses.
There's a lot of laxity, and I would say utter laziness on the side of our escorts, the close protection officers who are supposed to guard these VIPs. Because you ask yourself, for example, the guy that whipped the former Prime Minister, he was not even restrained by a security officer. The security officer was miles away.
In developed countries, for instance the United States, crowds that attend presidential functions are vetted and kept at a safe distance from the subject to minimize chances of an attack. Mwenda says the VIP protection units in Kenya need to undergo further training.
It's time we form a specialized VIP unit that is tasked with the protection of VIPs, and VIPs should be classified into different levels of VIPs, VVVIPs, VVIPs, VIPs, so that we know what level is being protected under what measures.
The danger with the lack of proper protection for VIPs is that with the rise in cases of terrorism, an attacker may just use such an opportunity to do irreparable damage to the country. Wilson Mburu, KTN Prime.